Mm. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's been a while. This came up a little suddenly this morning, so I'll give a minute for a person or two to join my little live broadcast. It's some people have been messaging, want you to go live again. I miss your voice and your thoughts. That's very, very kind. Thank you. Good morning. Welcome. Before I get into some of the topics that I want to talk about, the meteor shower and comet, a movie I saw last night, and then Passage of Time, a week post landmark birthday. That's what I'm going to be doing. As always, with this video platform, if you comment, I can see them. I can even bring them up on the screen. So I'd love it if you have any comments or questions on anything that I'm talking about. I'll bring you on into the live show right on the screen. So just comment below or questions. What's going on? Tell you quickly, good morning. While a few more are coming on here. Partial sun today, a high of 67 and windy. I commented to somebody yesterday. I used to be able to quote the forecast out 5 days. Now I don't know what it's doing this afternoon because I just haven't had to. And maybe it just doesn't matter. It still kind of does to me when I'm ready to go out and do some work in the lawn like I did yesterday, actually out by the pool, a little landscaping. Is it even going to be nice today? Tomorrow, slight chance of showers, high 58 and windy. Wednesday morning, frost. Otherwise, sun and 60, and then rain and thunder Thursday night into Friday. So, good morning. If you think about it, give this a share and let other people know that I'm hopping on. A couple of other items of fluff today. It's National School Bus Driver Appreciation Day, always the fourth Tuesday in April. So, indeed, our appreciation and support for drivers everywhere. Thank them for taking care of our children. It's also National Lost Dog Awareness Day. Now, my little doxies sleeping downstairs on the couch are chipped. Anybody use a GPS tag? We've been talking about finding something. You know, there's some with subscription, and I have heard there are some that have a QR code where if somebody scans it, it kind of goes web-based, and it would at least inform you that it had been scanned. I'm not sure if they can put their info in it, but the person who scans it would see the info of the dog. Who are they? Who are the owners? Where do they belong? I'm just wondering if you use anything like that. Let me know about it. Comment again right here on this page. So I told you on Saturday I did my little spaceman flying about a meteor shower, the Lyrids. And when I first heard about it, we were in the midst of some clouds. And then Saturday cleared up nicely. So let's go. It peaks on Saturday night and Sunday night. And then by late Saturday night, some clouds had started to roll in, some wispy clouds. So then last night, I went to a movie with my brother-in-law, and I'll tell you about that here in a little bit too. And he said, "Oh yeah, and there's a comet in the western sky." What? And so I looked that up. That they called the Devil Comet. 12P Pons Brooks is the actual in the western sky, but that one reached its peak earlier, like after sunset. You see it up by Venus in the western sky. That peaked last night. Maybe it'll be viewable tonight, but when they say partial sun, I question that. So my wife is out visiting her daughter in Oregon, and I thought, I'm up. I'm going to go out and try to find the meteor showers. Quarter to midnight, there I am, nothing going on. Midnight comes, I see nothing, but there were several things working against me. First of all, a big bright moon. I could tell it was almost full last night. It actually is full tonight. So you've got that light kind of blocking any chance of small meteors. Uh, Also, what else? Oh, more wispy clouds were rolling in. The moon looked hazy. I could see a few more stars, but I thought, oh, this is too hazy. But then also, where I would typically go, a little dark spot where I would go to see the comet back in 2000, other meteor showers, seems like there are more lights out that way north of town in some of the developments. More street lights. Is that possible? It was not dark out on that country road. You want to see the darkness and an amazing display of stars and planets and the Milky Way, Voyagers National Park. We did a houseboat adventure up there a few years ago. I think that was late 2020, October even, because it was fallish. Oh my gosh, there's no lights up there. The most amazing clear sky and stars and Milky Way that I had ever seen. And then Voyagers has been made a dark sky sanctuary, meaning, yeah, I can't put lights up there. If you ever get a chance, or if you've been there, comment and I'll bring you on here. That was amazing. So, meanwhile, I'm standing out there in the wilderness thinking, you know what if a coyote comes along here? But it was quiet. And just as I was thinking about packing it up, well, this isn't going to happen. I'm sitting quietly and I hear a rustling sort of coming from the field. And my heart jumped and I got into my vehicle really quick and shut the door. And so then I turned it on and turned on the lights, and there, coming out of the ditch. Any guesses? Try to guess what came out of the ditch in the dark, in the night, while I'm out there alone. Comet. And I'll see if you're right. Anyone? Do. I know it's a time where you're probably getting busy. There we go. A badger asked Whitney. I'll never forget when I was out with friends. Let me bring this up here. Whitney, a badger. I'll never forget when I was out with friends one night in college. It was not a badger. But Whitney, by the way, is the source of an upcoming video that I spoke with her about her doll rescue that she does. Hi, Whitney. I haven't told Whitney, but I think I'm going to put that out tomorrow. The editing is pretty close to being done. Judy says a bear. No. Raccoon. Sue. I kind of thought that, okay, maybe it's a raccoon. It was not. Possum up in that neck of the woods. I used to see possum around the lake. Oh, wait, back to Whitney. We saw a fiery meteor shoot down. I did say in my Saturday video that the potential for some brighter, longer ones was there, and that was probably the most obvious to be seen. I just, a lot of them are so little and quick that I'm not going to see them with that bright moon. Here's another guess for a bear. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. I see a winner, but I'm going to wait and just see two winners. Sherry, a skunk. That's correct. Can you imagine? I'm out there at midnight, standing there. If it came out and it was surprised by me, I was shaking. Again, I didn't know if it was going to be something rabid or a coyote or something. So that skunk then waddled right down the middle of the dirt road, and I kind of followed it a little bit. It was too dark for me to catch it on camera. And then it went down the other side into the ditch. A skunk, right where I was trying to see these meteors. Somebody had guessed a fox, Bigfoot, Kim. Darn. And you know what? again, on my camera, I wouldn't have been able to capture it. It would have been really blurry. Why can't we ever capture a good picture of Bigfoot? Another couple of quick things. I went to a movie last night, and it seemed like it had been a while. I don't remember if I went to a movie since I was in Mexico in January. I just, you know what? I don't see trailers for them much anymore. They got to up their social media game. This one, I kind of had seen something about it. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, directed by Guy Ritchie. And it was based on true events in World War II. I like World War II stuff. Some documents from British Prime Minister Winston Churchill were found, I should say released in 2016 with this very story. The British military recruits a small group of highly skilled soldiers to strike against German forces behind enemy lines during World War II. Their irregular warfare against the Germans helped to change the course of the war and gave birth to the modern Black Ops. It even had the whatever happened to the real characters at the end. So I'm like, okay, here's the real people. Henry Cavill being the biggest star in this. Now, it was described as an action comedy. It was definitely action. And it was campy and snarky and Guy Ritchie sort of a vibe to the directing and the scenery. But I wouldn't call it a comedy. In fact, I told my brother-in-law at the end of it, did you take a body count on that one? And he laughed. He said, yeah, I didn't have my clicker along. There's a lot of shooting and stabbing and bow and arrows. That said, I liked it a lot. A lot. Might not be for everybody, but I really enjoyed it because it was a piece of history, but told in sort of a fun way, if you will. Again, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which is exactly what Winston Churchill called them. They were all brought into a room after this operation, and they thought they were all going to be in trouble, go to prison. And Churchill said, what am I to do with this Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare? That was pretty cool. And finally, it's already been about a week and a half since my big landmark birthday. I got to tell you, this one kind of hit me differently. You know, you hit the 30, the 40, the 50. And it wasn't so much about the age or the number, but again, comment if you can relate to this. Hi, Mike. Thank you for the message. It was more about I let myself go to time left. You know, knock on wood, considering good health. And, you know, my mom has some longevity in her side of the family. She's 86. Her sister was 94 when she passed away. But let's say 20, 25 years on average. That'd be on the high end for men. Think of how fast the time has gone since 2000, 9/11, the years that have passed. And I only have that much. I got to stop thinking this way. It kind of that waked me out a little bit. And then, if you used to listen to the radio show, I do a little shade tree dream analysis, which is kind of fun for me. I got a few sites that I look up what is the meaning, and then I kind of bring the stories together. I had a dream the night after my birthday. So that would have been Saturday night, the 13th into the 14th. And it was quite poignant. And I knew I woke up, I got to look this up because there's something about this that I need to know. The dream, it's becoming distant now. But one key element that I knew I had to look up was I was watching plants, sort of like herbs almost, grow fast in real time. They're growing before my eyes, and it fascinated me. So I looked it up. The analysis of plants growing quickly is an awareness of the quick passage of time. Dead on with my thoughts about the landmark birthday. That's amazing. So, if you got any dreams you want analyzed, maybe I should put those up. Tim analyzes dreams, and then I'll put up my tip jar link. Tip top jar / Tim Burns. Send me a tip. I will analyze your dreams. Oh, another thing. You can't really see it here. I should have waken up after sleeping with a CPAP. How do you do it, Tim? Well, this is how right here. Tribal chimp hairstyling powder. Yeah, I still am what do you call it? Not a merchant. Anyway, I get a percentage when they sell, but it's not because like they're paying me for endorsement. It's just that I really love this stuff and it really works. Or if you're on vacation, I'm not going to shower every day, but the hair, put some of that in and just kind of shape it. It's light. It's a matte finish, not shiny. So look that up. If you go to Tribal Chimp, just use a code Tim Burns all together. Tim Burns, you get a discount. I'm not making a lot of money off a $12 bottle or whatever they are now, $14. So check it out. Just Google Tribal Chimp. That's what I've got today. Lately, my wife and I have been having coffee in the morning, and I love that because 15 years we haven't been able to do that. I get up in the middle of the night, I'm out the door before I ever see her. And so with her on vacation, I thought I'm going to hop on here and just talk to the metaverse. There's Whitney again. A dream once a week about being in high school, forgetting to finish a big assignment. Oh, that is so common, Whitney. That is sort of a self-awareness. It's kind of like the work dream where you go to work and you're late and you don't remember what you're supposed to do. That's very common. Maybe I'll shoot you a little analysis on that. Watch for Whitney's doll rescue tomorrow. It came out really well, and she's doing some pretty cool things for good reasons. Have a good Monday. Have a good week. I got a bunch more creative stuff lined up. I don't know, doing piano stuff. I'm working on some 4 and 5 part self harmony on some songs. Follow my page, click like, love, share it. Keep this alive, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.